We are with Erica and Tina from Mary Mary,
Yes.
the reality show that's a hit.
Yes.
And we find out in season 3 that your husband was unfaithful while you were on the road. How was that with the cameras and everyone watching?
Well, you know, going back to when we started doing this, we committed to being honest. We committed to not having a scripted show. We made sure we was executive producers before we ever signed on the dotted line. We negotiated a good deal for ourselves.
Yes.
And so the edits had to go through us. So we knew that we were going to be telling our true story. And if that was the case, I wasn't going to try to script it, and we wasn't going to try to have a scripted, fake kind of thing. Because if you're trying to show people what it looks like to be a believer of Christ, good, bad, indifferent,
You have to show them the ups and the downs.
And also not to, oh, we'll show this, but we won't show them that.
yeah, because that's not. And the reason why people think I got to be perfect, and they think that we don't deal with anything, and anything that we deal with is it just goes away immediately because some of us are representing like life is perfect, and so people think everything is perfect. You got all the money, you got all the perfect situations. There's never any stress in your life. And so when it came time to show this, first of all, I decided to talk about it because for me, I didn't want to be hostage to this secret. I didn't want to be hostage to shame. Like, what if somebody, I didn't want to be running around like, what if? Like, well, let's let everybody know about it.
Yeah.
Let's just go on and feel shamed and embarrassed. And let's get over it, because that's in true Tina nature. I'm not holding on to something for the rest of my life. I'm just not. Either I'm going, this is
Too much
driving me
work.
crazy, I'm going to just fall out and die, or I'm going to live. And
Well, what you said earlier, though, about the idea that, you know, you want to try to forgive this, that's a big deal.
I got biblical rights to get up out of here. I'm gone. That's the first thing that I thought, and I spazzed out for 7 days. I was very ungodly. I spazzed out because I was like, this is everything that I know to be my life. God, why did this happen to me? I was mad at God. I was mad at everybody. And I was just like, I'm going to do something crazy, and I'm going to hurt the world because I'm hurting. And I felt like I was losing it. And I was like, if I don't forgive, I'm going to lose it. Because I was giving in to the pain and to it was the most devastating. It hurt to have my eyes open. It hurt to just be alive, breathing every day. And I was like, if I don't let go of this is going to kill me. And either I'm going to die or I'm going to live.
But that's why I find it so powerful. And as we're talking, my hairs are standing because I can see and feel right now that there are women
Yes, ma'am.
who are in that situation,
Yes.
who are in church, who, you know, they tithe, they do all these things, and then, you know, their husbands, you know, fall short. And so to have women like yourselves to be that real is what people are yearning for.
Absolutely.
People are yearning for
And
a
the
real,
truth is,
the honesty.
Yeah, I think this has given total validity to the music that we've sang over the years. From the very first song, everything that could go wrong all went wrong at one time. So much pressure fell on me. I thought I was going to lose my mind. But Lord, I know you want to see if I will hold on through these trials. But I need you to lift this load because I can't take this no more. Take the
Exactly.
shackles off my feet so I can dance. Whether
Exactly,
it's that
Tina.
or can't give up now or in the
Or
morning you'll
simple
be
as
all right.
walking.
When I went through this, it took a lot to put one foot in front of the other because for many days I stayed locked up in my room. I tried to do the whole the forgiveness thing. My confession was, I'm going to forgive. I never knew what that process was going to look like.
Yeah.
And the TV cameras got the process. I didn't even think out the whole, I'm going to forgive. I just knew if I don't, I'm lost. Because if I do whatever I do with a lot of passion, I'm gonna be all the way wrong
Or you're going to be able
hard.
Yes.
Or I'm going all the way to God. And
Yeah.
so I realized going the other way, I was like, I don't like the way this feels. If I
It was
stay
the
in this
hardest thing
place,
to watch. It was the hardest thing
I
to
want
watch.
to ask you, I want to go back. How did you get into singing together, and did you always want to do that? And did you think of it originally just as a career, or did you think that it was something that God would use?
we were working in music, but we weren't like pursuing it like, I want to be a solo star. I want to be, we
You
were
wanna
just
be this
working in
huge
music.
star.
I just wanted to sing.
You just wanted to sing.
Yeah.
One experience
Amazing.
in a choir rehearsal. I was singing and I closed my eyes and I imagined that everybody was gone and I was just singing to God. When I opened my eyes, the choir and everybody there had their hands up and they were worshiping God, and I said, I want to do that for the rest of my life. I want to affect people that way. It wasn't about red carpets or glam and glitz. It was about knowing that something that I said, sang, or did connected somebody to God. That is so humbling and so unbelievable every time it happens. So anytime we're on stage, or whether I'm on stage by myself, and you look at their faces and you're going, it's happening again. You used me again. It's just, it's amazing every single time.
Well, speaking about that, we know you are.
have
your album.
It's called Help.
Help.
Help, indicative of
So
what I
many
needed all through
And she is
2013.
no longer Mary Mary. She is Erica Campbell,
Oh,
the solo artist.
I see. Does that make you
Stop
just?
it, okay?
Wait,
Does that
my
make
heart
you?
just
Stop
stopped,
it.
please.
No, wait a minute.
My heart
Does that make you just Mary?
I'm just Tina.
Oh, yeah, oh, I got it. I
We don't
got it.
have
Okay,
no
wait, no,
projects or
okay, let's
nothing.
clear it up.
Okay.
Mary is taking a break, not
Right.
a breakup. Tina wanted space and time to just be herself.
Yes.
And I felt like I needed time to stand on my own 2 feet and find out who I was when I wasn't next to my sister. Because I'm a big sister. So I'm always kind of protective and, you know, we're going to do this. And so I needed to just be me. And I think as we do that, we are evolving into individuals that will make the group stronger when we come back
Absolutely.
together. But the music that I wrote and came up with during this time, that kind of had to be a soundtrack even for me, because while Tina was going through, we lost our father last year. We had changes in our management. It was just chaos all year long. And so every song that I wrote was something that was very strong. And on the cover, I have a tear coming down my face, but it's a lot of strength in my face because I was determined not to lose, not to fall apart, and not to break in that year. I'm trying to watch my sister and be strong for her. And as soon as I get off the phone, I'm crumbling and crying. And my husband's like, okay, I need you to pull it together just a little bit. This is my sister.
We have to finish the song. Can you take that emotion and put it in the
Right.
studio?
Right.
Thank you.
So, you know, just to be here and to have this album and, you know, to have her be my cheerleader, it's absolutely amazing.
And that says something, because sometimes it's
That's
hard
not always
to.
the case.
It's not always the case.
It ain't hard for us.
To
And I'm going to tell you
separate.
why. Thomasina and Eddie, that would be my mother and father, ladies and gentlemen. They did not allow animosity between us.
When we were little, we couldn't
We-
say, I hate you.
No.
And if we had an argument, she said, you go hug your sister. We didn't hug each other for like years after
Because we didn't
grew up.
like hugging. It just always felt it was pressure because this is what we had to do.
So
But
your
now-
parents did not let you
They
fight.
did
Hold on a
not.
second. Hold on a second. Do you hear that? Did everybody
First
hear
of all,
that?
my mother and father it was no, well, let's talk to the kids, let's
No.
negotiate, let's
Yeah.
see what
Yeah,
they
no, there
think.
was-
Like,
Yeah.
I'm the
There
mother
were.
and father.
Oh.
I'm
Paid the
responsible
bills.
for you. If anything happens, the authorities are coming to me. It is my responsibility.
Right.
So I'm your opinion. And I'm your options. I'm your
Yes.
choices. I'm your questions
Yes,
and your
preach.
answers. No, it was, and
Oh,
it wasn't
that's
like we were
great.
hostage and didn't get to have our own, identity. But our parents let us know, I am the adult, I'm the authority, and you are the child.
And how many of
we
you were there?
listen.
How many of you were there?
9.
Nine.
And
Yes.
my mom had a bleeding heart, so sometimes there were 13 because I had an aunt
That's like
who had.
zone defense. It becomes a
That's-
whole different thing.
Your mom is
Now listen,
Your mother's
we
a
just
saint.
She's a saint.
You are a saint. I love you. I don't know
just
you,
have,
and I love
we
you.
just have a couple of seconds. Okay, what is next?
What is
This
next?
season we're
Erica's
finished.
This season, yeah, we're in the middle of the Mary Mary season. Erica's got her solo project. She was nominated for a Grammy for one song, so hopefully the whole record will get nominated. I was literally composing a prayer, confessions that I was speaking to God
Right.
during this time. Was something that I was composing daily to speak over myself, to pray for myself, to tell God
Every
my
time her
truth.
actions would
Wow.
contradict what God said about
Yeah,
her,
yeah. Then
she
we
would
would go-
find the scriptures and write it down. And I'm going to quote this about myself. I know what I feel. I know what I
Wow.
think. I know I'm angry. I know I'm upset. But I'm going to say that I have the peace of God. I'm going to say that I'm better than this.
This thing kept growing. It was literally something that I read and took 3 minutes, and then it grew to 45 minutes to read, and now it's going to be available to other people because it literally was what sustained me.
So when can it be available?
This year, I don't know
Sometime
exactly
this year.
when, but this
Do
year.
you have a
we will be-
publisher? I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up.
Thank
you. Yeah, I will. I'll hook you up.
Writer to
Major
writer.
Yes,
biography.
exactly. Yeah.
Ladies, this was so amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will be looking for the book. I will be downloading the album because
Yes.
I have to support.
Fantastic.
The show is amazing. I hope to see more of you, and we just truly thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
God bless.
Thank
Yes.
you.